Heh.
Yo, yo, yo! Oh, Electro Brain. We played something by them recently, and published by Hudson. This is N64 Let's Tries. This is Star Soldier something or other. This game is definitely rare. I know that because I had it in my glass case of rare N64 games. So let's guess on price first while this is going through. I don't ever remember seeing this game except for when I got it. So I'm gonna say $100.
I swear I've seen this game before. I'll say 80. I don't think this is in like the upper echelon.
It's definitely uncommon for sure. Like
yeah, we both overshot it. Yeah, like 60?
Okay. Maybe I had it in there just because it's very uncommon. But yeah, I guess this is a space shooter for N64 that's not Star
cool.
Fox. That's kind of neat.
I wonder if it'll be like a traditional shooter or more 3D-ish like Star Fox.
Dude, everything about the N64 had to make things 3D, with few exceptions.
I mean, it was the #1 selling point of the console because the cartridges made sure that you can't make like big, huge games.
Yeah. Ooh. What if it just started the gameplay right now?
That'd be awesome.
2 minutes. I really like that these. I don't like this menu, but I really liked the one menu.
War career. I was just seeing if there I could do more credits, but maybe this isn't a traditional one.
War career.
Okay, sure.
Saving?
2 minutes mode? I guess this has a backup battery. Oh, why
wouldn't you pick the one that rolls?
Yeah.
Mission 1.
I
Rumbling.
kind of like this so far. And before the gameplay starts. No! Okay. Okay, good.
Oh, it is a traditional shooter. Okay. I was really worried that this was going to be... this is another D-pad game. We just stopped playing Deadly Arts, which is another D-pad game. Alright, so this is a traditional shooter.
Alright! This is better than I expected.
And I accidentally used one of my good bombs.
Ha!
I just hold it down. Oh, thank God.
That's really... I like when...
Yeah, there's no advantage to, like, mashing either. Alright, so this game being $60 is definitely justified. Probably the only traditional shooter on the 64.
Yeah... At least off the top of my head, there's some, like, chopper games, but they're probably more of, like, a 3D kind of...
Yeah.
Whatever. It's so crazy how the N64 only has roughly 300 games, and the PS1 has, like, literally over 2,000.
Yeah.
And you could, like, find 15 games on the PS1 just like this, but this might be the only one for the N64. It's just, like, it's crazy. Now, I'm not sure what's going on with that number in the upper left. It seems like it's some sort of, like, combo counter.
I guess so. I did set the difficulty to beginner because I was assuming that this, like, any shoot 'em up was going to be ungodly hard, but this is pretty easy so far. And it seems...
I'm curious what that, like, the number keeps going higher, and it gives you, like...
Yeah, it's
it
like,
goes away if you stop hitting stuff.
Yeah, so it's definitely...
Okay, so it's just points. Got it.
Points.
That's pretty cool. I mean, points probably give you more lives.
And it seems like if you pick up excess items, it just gives you a flat, like point bonus.
I can't remember the last time I played a game like this that used points heavily. Usually it was just like, points, once you get 100,000, you get a life or whatever, you know? I think it is better that you played it on beginner rather than just, like, dying instantly.
Yeah, I don't know how hard this game would be, but... Here we go. What? Literally a Gundam? Oh God. Holy crap.
It is cool that you can kind of see how much damage you're doing based off of that number in the upper left.
Yep.
Classic N64 explosion. That looks just like the Bomberman ones when you put down bombs.
And it's published by Hudson, maybe made by Hudson.
Oh yeah.
It does.
No, this was Culture Brain was I forget what other games they did. I'll put it in the description.
But since Hudson published it, they might have like offered like sound banks. Man, look at the artificially high score. Man. What is it? 15 million after the first stage.
I'm used to games being in like the tens or hundreds of thousands.
Yeah.
This is cool, yeah. I mean,
after Deadly Arts, this seems like a masterpiece.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
This is a pretty good N64 game.
Oh, is this a sideways one? Ah, it threw me off again.
I would say they were limited in the scope that they could do because N64 has such a pitiful amount of storage for their cartridges. So you see it's like the stage is just based on this rolling background. As
an adult, I definitely understand why a lot of developers didn't want to make games for the N64.
Yeah.
Hence why they only have 300 games.
The only good thing about cartridges in this generation is fast read times, but it doesn't matter when, at max, the most expensive cartridge out there only has 64 megs.
Yeah.
Literally 1/10 of a single CD.
Yeah.
And that was like the expensive cartridge that, like, you know, like 64 games, like some of them I've seen like Toys R Us like brochures, like Madden was like $70 on the 64. Imagine buying Madden 64 for $70 in 1996 money.
Well, it was impressive for back then, yeah. But yes.
But I mean, like, if you're like used to Nintendo games, like even the Super Nintendo games, I remember NBA Jam being like a $70 game.
Yeah.
Earthbound is an exception because they had that big box, but that was like $90.
Yeah, I don't know. It is just very understanding, and Nintendo's been doing that for a long time. I mean, with the Wii U, developers didn't want to make games for it because of the gamepad gimmick. I'm sure if the Switch didn't catch on as much as it did, people wouldn't want to do that.
I mean, you remember the first like 6 months of the Switch was pretty barren. I think people were just like waiting to see like what was going to happen.
And now, of course, games, I'll put it this way, games that shouldn't even get Switch ports get Switch ports.
Yeah, it's like literally everything is on the Switch now.
Ark Survival got a Switch port, like that's unnecessary. Even a game we played, Remothered Broken Porcelain, like the unpatched Switch one was literally an unplayable game. And it's a game that shouldn't have been on the Switch, yeah. But they put it on because it's so big.
Alright, let's see this boss and then call it.
Yeah. This is going to be one of those games where it's just going to continue like this. It looks like you're on level... It says you're on level 3, too, which is interesting, because you only fought one boss.
That was weird.Maybe it's, like, different paths depending on, like, what you do.
Yeah, possibly.
But I didn't really...
Yeah, with these Let's Try games, pretty much all we do is just give them a quick try. A game like this is perfect for a Let's Try because we're not going to beat it. Even if we could, like, on this beginner mode, I'm sure Trevor could beat this game.
Yeah. The problem with this game is that since control is D-pad and you move so fast, like one tap is a surprising amount of like distance that you move. But yeah, because I'm playing on beginner, probably these bosses have like 1/4 the life they're supposed to. But whatever. We'll see what level 3 is like.
Definitely solid. Definitely.
Yeah, it says mission 2, but
Enemy max hit bonus, boss max hit bonus, attack bonus, rolling bonus. Oh yeah, you can roll. Try to do that on the next level. Just press every button.
Okay.
I think I saw it was like Z or R.
Mission 3.
I hope it's not Z. That's really awkward when you're holding it like this.
Invaded.
Hopefully it's like L and R. There we go. Oh, okay. So that probably makes those unwinnable moments when you're like...
yeah,
whoops.
Okay.
It's kind of unfortunate that you only have 2 power-ups and then that's it.
Yeah. It runs really well, but compared to like a Gradius or Darius Gaiden or whatever, it is a little bare bones.
It's like the opposite problem that, okay, so you can roll into fire and reflect it back. That's pretty cool.
That's nice.
But yeah, Gradius has the problem where like when you die after having all the power-ups, you're like, I don't want to play anymore. But this game, it like immediately gets you back up to like full power. But then you're like, oh, this is it. This is the entire game.
Nice. Yeah, I like, and again, just seeing it for 10 minutes, I'd give this game a solid, like, 7 or something like that. It's not something you would, like, remember, like, oh my god, and it's not like a TurboGrafx quality one or whatever, but...
It's just more like proving that the N64 can do it.
Yeah.
And, like, the N64 was, like, technically more powerful than the PS1 in pretty much every aspect, but the real thing they hampered it was just the cartridges.
Well, I mean... The N64 got a port of Mega Man Legends, which is, like, still crazy to me.
It is crazy. That's another one of those Capcom ports that you're like, how did they do that?
Yeah. That no one ever talks about that one. It's not as crazy as Resident Evil 2, being that it's 2 discs, but still, Mega Man Legends, with all of the voice acting Mega Man Legends has...
Oh, I guess we got to the next boss.
Wow.
These stages are pretty short.
Now it says level 3/0.
I don't know.
That must be something different.
Maybe checkpoints? Like, maybe there's, like, 3 checkpoints in one level. But yeah, when we finished the last boss, it was definitely, it said mission 2 cleared.
Interesting.
Nope. Didn't even notice.
This is also not what I expected, based off of the, I know this game obviously didn't sell very well. Based off the box art, it looked like a generic, almost like Asteroid 64 kind of thing. And again, I don't have the box, so I'm just basing it off the cartridge art. But definitely could have done better to make it more look like a Japanese, shooter game like this.
But at the time, I think we were still in like the Americanized sort of thing.
Yeah.
So they didn't really want it to make it look like a Japanese game. Wow, this one's like way harder.
Whoa!
Maybe I can like, I can, alright, so that's the main gimmick going forward. You have to like deflect everything.
Ah, okay.
So there's definitely a good amount of, okay. Alright, we'll quickly see level 4, and then actually we're done.
1 second later, I beat the game! Hey, you rolled that time. Man, look at them points.
Yep, just 43 million.
Docking confirmed, sending supplies. Did we ever do Star Fox 64?
No, I want to do it someday. It's one of those things where I want to show off like every level.
Yeah.
And you got to figure out what's going on with that. But that game is so fun and so short that I really should just do it someday. Another N64 game I really want to do is Majora's Mask. But that's another one where it's like...
A lot of planning.
A lot of planning. More than Star Fox 64 by a million. We're actually done.
Alright, yep. No, I'm good. I saw what I need to see. Alright, so Star Soldier. Pretty uncommon game. Like I said, we've probably seen it at the store maybe once, maybe twice. For once, a Let's Try is like kind of worth the money. Like $60 for an uncommon game, that's pretty good. I'd say so. So, alright guys, that is it. Thank you again, and we will see you soon.